come on in, pull up a chair, take a load off. Today I'll be sharing the conclusion of our live playthrough of Call of Cthulhu, The Haunting, from Chaosium Inc, utilizing Fantasy Grounds. And we will get on to the end of our tale right after this. Howdy, 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 gang. Yes, I'm Jeff McLear, back once again as your host here at the Gaming Gang channel. This is the conclusion of the haunting that we started last week. And it is a live play. It is myself as the keeper, my best friend Elliott Miller, as well as my nephew Cameron and his girlfriend Lexi. And we were using Fantasy Grounds, which I'm still getting used to. I have to be honest, I'm kind of disappointed the way this turned out, just story-wise, adventure-wise. And part of it, I think, is because of the camera that I utilize right there to actually record the live play. I can't use that as a webcam as well. So the players actually don't get to see me. They only hear me. And of course, they are looking at Fantasy Grounds as well. But I think that loses something. So I'm going to play around with maybe having another camera actually plugged in. So recording with one and then just streaming in through WebEx is what we've played around with so far for our video and audio conferencing. Maybe that'll change things. So the game starts off pretty good. The session's pretty good. We got some good energy. And then Lexi's internet went out. We lost her, and then we waited about an hour to try to see if we could get her back in, and then we couldn't. So it's just Elliott, Cameron, and I don't know. I think the ending is a little bit anticlimactic, but still, we had fun. The players had a blast. So maybe I'm just being a little too hard on myself with this, but I expect a little bit more when I'm running a role-playing game. So without further ado, let's jump on in, and here's the conclusion to The Haunting. So we find ourselves back in front of the Corbitt House on a brisk May morning. It's a Saturday morning, and you are about to, I guess, go into the house. Now, something I want to point out is, I mentioned this previously, is the house is actually surrounded by like 3- and 4-story structures. So it's kind of unusual that this house is just sitting in the midst of this. And the house is almost recessed back from the street, as if it's almost like hiding in the shadow. So there isn't a lot of sunlight that's actually shining down onto the house, simply because it's the sun is blocked out by these other buildings around it. So it gives it kind of a creepy vibe. All right. So as I mentioned, you're at the house. What are you gonna do?
Start entering.
Hey. Is the door locked? You guys got the key?
Yeah, they've got which one of you has the key? Well, there's keys to the front, and then there's a side door as well. So which Martha, who has the keys? Doesn't matter.
I would say Thomas.
Well, it's not his house. One of you two have
Mark.
Right.
Sorry,
Okay.
I have it.
Okay.
Said the wrong name.
Yep.
All right. Who the hell are you? What? I forgot who my brother is. What?
Yep.
All right. So, Mark, are you going to unlock the door?
Yes, I am.
Okay, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to make a POW roll.
Bam. So much here. There we go.
Okay. So,
Extreme.
as you put the key into the lock and you're turning the key, you have this, you kind of have this feeling of dread just kind of overtake you. It almost like sinks into your bones where it's like, do I really want to do this?
Oh. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to proceed with it. I'm going to open the
All right.
door.
Okay, so you're gonna open the door.
No.
No, I'm sharing something with you guys.
Just
Fog of war.
Yep. All right, so we'll just move this and have it like that. All right. So you open up the door and you see there's a hallway that runs the length, or what appears to be mainly the length of the house.
okay.
And it's very gloomy inside because there's still light coming through the windows, but as I mentioned before, there isn't any real direct sunlight. So it is fairly gloomy inside. Are you walking in?
Yes.
Yep.
No way.
All right, so hang on.
Will not step foot in that
There goes
house.
Thomas. There goes Thomas.
Run away!
You-
I'll be behind this bush.
So you do notice to your left, there is a door that is shut. Also to your right, there is a pair of sliding doors.
Ooh.
Ooh, sliding doors first.
Doors, yes.
Sliding.
Okay, so you're opening up the sliding doors.
To the parlor.
Correct.
Haha.
This is the parlor or sitting room, or what some folks would say a living room, which I don't believe that term was really used at the time. So, looking in to the parlor, are you stepping in?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
When I
Nice
put
little-
your little tokens out here, if you don't want them in that spot, just tell me where you want to move. All right.
Okay.
So you'll see that there's furniture, there's a couch, there's a single chair, there's a table, there's a radio, as well as a coal burning stove. You do notice that throughout the room are a lot of crucifixes and crosses. There's pictures on the wall of Jesus Christ and the Virgin Mary. So there's a lot of Christian or possibly Catholic iconography throughout this room.
Interesting. I'm gonna pick up the cross on the table. Just carry it.
Okay, so you're picking up it's a crucifix. Yes, it's a large crucifix.
Yeah, I just want to carry it around with me, since they seem to be everywhere.
That's fine.
Maybe examine that statue of Mary.
It is a large statue of the Virgin Mary, and it is just knocked over on its side. Strangely enough, it is in the center of the room, laying on the carpet.
Interesting. Can we search this room?
What are you doing?
Let's do a spot hidden on
Yep.
the.
Well, I mean, basically, just tell me what you're doing, and I'll allow you the spot hidden.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I
Yeah,
wanna
yeah. You don't have to.
examine the-
Yeah, you don't have to sit there and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna look under the cushions." Just kind of give me an idea. Which, hey, maybe that's what you are doing. Just give me kind of an idea of what you're doing.
Do a general look around the room. look at the stove, around the cushions, turn on the radio, see
Okay.
if it works.
Yeah, right. I got you. What's everybody else doing?
I will look around the walls.
Okay, so you're just kind of looking around at the walls. Now you do notice that there is an opening, an entryway into another room. That it appears like that's probably the dining room.
Okay.
I'd like
So-
to take a closer look into the fireplace myself.
There is no fireplace.
Or the wood
The
burning
stove.
stove. That's why I meant my.
It's a coal burning stove, actually. But yeah, that's fine. So Elliott's kind of looking around, and I should say Thomas is looking around. Mark is going to kind of poke around in the coal burning stove, and Martha is kind of looking around at the walls. As far as the coal burning stove, you do notice that there is residue from coal, obviously enough. You can figure that this coal burning stove is how this room was heated. As far as the walls, are you like moving the pictures, like looking behind the pictures that are hanging there?
Yeah, just examining everything.
Okay, you don't find anything unusual, nothing that you would think kind of stands out as far as, you know, like a hidden, like some sort of like little hidden entry or anything like that. Then Thomas, you're kind of poking around.
Yep.
Okay, so you don't find anything in the cushions, and it looks as if someone had lived here and then vamoosed. There are layers of dust all over the place, but it doesn't. It looks like someone, whoever was living here, got up and left. You go to turn on the radio, it does not turn on.
Dun dun dun.
Interesting. Are there light switches in here?
There is a light switch on the wall. It's actually it's two buttons.
I remember those. All right. Let's see if the lights turn on.
They do not.
Okay, so we got no power. Interesting.
Or
Hamid's fault.
no, I was going to say, or it's possible that it's a fuse.
Yes, that is
Or there's no power.
possible.
Or the radio's broken. No, I'm kidding. The lights are broken. Could be, you know.
Is there anything under the rug? Like a secret trap door?
So you're rolling up the rug, kind of pushing it along. No, there is just a wooden floor underneath.
Okay. All right. You guys want to check the dining room now?
Yes.
Yep.
Do you head on into the dining room?
Yes.
Dun dun dun.
I do like the little mask that I can like reveal what you're seeing and stuff. I think that's
I
cool.
like it too.
Yeah. So I should point out for those who are actually watching the video that all these images and things like that, they're all from all over the internet. This is not actually what you find in the adventure itself. Anyway, moving right along. No, I created all of this stuff. That's how much I really take this seriously. All right, so what you can see is it is a dining room. There's a sideboard. There's a table. Table has 6 seats around it. There are 3 place settings, and it appears that the plates had food on it at one point. The food is gone, and there's a tureen at the end of the table with a ladle in it, and whatever was in there is kind of all dehydrated, dried out, so you can't really tell what was in it.
Okay.
Can I smell it?
Yes, if you'd like, you can try to take a whiff.
Yeah, I want to make my smell roll.
Well, there isn't really a smell roll. There's a distinct odor to it. Well, like a little whiff of an odor, but you can't really put your finger on what it was. Maybe it was some sort of a soup.
Some sort of a soup, eh? I want to sit down at the place setting that I'm near.
The head of the table.
Yeah.
All right, so you sit down, and you're basically looking at 3 plates, and a terrain at the end of the table.
Okay. I'm going to just enjoy that for a minute.
Okay. Anybody else? What's anybody else doing?
I would like to. I'd like to look around the rest of the house more. I feel like this room is a little.
Well,
a little
you're
yeah.
going to move on to the other rooms. What do you want to do in this room?
Let's say take a look around again.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody make a spot hidden roll.
I can't see.
Here we
I
go.
have to read my stuff. I can't see anything.
What?
Hard success.
No, you rolled 100.
What? I rolled a 20.
No, how is it? Oh yeah. Oh wait, a 10 and a 10?
Yeah.
Did you roll 2 10-sided dice, or did you roll the percentile dice, or did you click into spot hidden?
I clicked in spot hidden.
That's weird. Okay, I mean, because usually wouldn't that be 100? The 2 10s, right? So I don't know. Okay, that's fine. Looks like everybody succeeded. So as you look around the room, you do notice that kind of scattered around, it looks like spore from animals, probably small animals,
Okay.
probably rather very small animals.
Like rats.
Mice?
Chiggers.
No, bigger than chiggers. Chiggers are insects too, so just so you know. So, also, are you assuming that they're rats? I'm just asking. I'm not telling you you're right or wrong. I'm just asking. Are you making an assumption it's rats?
I would probably assume they were mice, like Lexi said. But I don't know.
They're more common.
Anyway, it looks as if there are some chewed holes. If you look closely, you can see where, yeah, it's possible that a rodent of some type could have been sneaking through here and is pooping in the room,
Already.
defecating in the room.
Yeah. What about that like buffet? Is there anything in there?
Sideboard,
Yeah.
open it up. There are some bowls and dishes. looks like not necessarily like expensive china, but by looking at the patterns, it looks like those dishes would have been used probably for special occasions.
Okay. Do the light switches work in here?
No.
What is that at the far end of the room?
That is an entryway. Are you talking about which would be like if the way you're looking, it's directly ahead of you?
Yeah.
It is an entrance.
I'm busy.
Okay. Like curtains?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that your teacher?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Are you heading into that room?
Sure. You guys ready to head to the next room?
Yes, I am.
Yep.
All right.
It is a kitchen.
Any free food?
So you do see there's a pantry area. There is a wood burning stove and oven and a small table that has what looks to have been possibly ingredients or something like that. That possibly was what was going into that soup or whatever. It's all like desiccated and dried up. Can't really make out what it might be. There are now you're probably looking. You see that it appears that whatever animals were in the dining room have been in this room as well. You also do notice that there's canned goods and there is a fuse box.
Let's check the fuse box.
Fuse box.
Okay, so you guys are gonna go check out the fuse box.
Yeah,
Yes, we
I
are.
want to see if they're blown and if they need to be replaced and if there's replacements. They're usually in a box.
I know how that works. Yes. You do see 2 blown fuses.
They got replacements, so I can replace them.
Not sitting there at the fuse box. You hear a dog barking.
I do. It's like you're inside my mind.
I know.
You would have known he's all the way across the room.
Let's look through this room.
Okay, so what are you taking a look at?
I'm gonna examine that shelf unit over there, the L-shaped one.
It's kind of a pantry. Now you guys, I do want to point out you have windows throughout here too. So you are getting some light. Not a lot. It is kind of gloomy. Okay, so as you're looking through, you see there's canned goods. There's which are probably still good. And there is a box of fuses among the mix.
Good. Let's replace those fuses.
All right, so you replace the fuses.
And let's try to turn on the kitchen light.
And the kitchen light illuminates.
Wow.
Sweet.
You actually see there's 2 lights.
What's the other light to?
You actually can see them. One is above the stove,
Okay.
and you see they're like circles.
Oh yeah, I see.
Yeah, you can see those are where the lights are in the rooms. That's what in
Gotcha.
the hallway and stuff. So yeah, so you've illuminated the kitchen.
Sweet. What about that area over there by the ice box and whatever that is next to it? Cabinet?
You talking the area that's marked off?
No, the area that's north with the light right over it.
Oh yeah, that's a table with some plates and things like that on it. It looks like that would also be someplace that you would be preparing food. So that's where like the dishes and things like that, like the everyday dishes, are located.
Is there anything in the icebox?
Just stuff that's rotted,
Mmm.
Delicious.
Tasty.
and of course the icebox is not cold
Oh,
because there hasn't been ice in it for years.
right. They stopped their ice delivery, I'm sure. All right. What about you guys? Check anything?
Um,
I got this check the walls again.
actually, I think I'd like to just rummage around, just like.
Okay. Yeah,
I
you're
can
just.
do
I mean,
it.
you're just
Yeah,
looking at like
Yeah.
like the canned goods and things like that. Just kind of taking a look around. You don't find anything really unusual. Once again, this room kind of leads you to believe that whoever lived here just, I mean, didn't just up and disappeared.
Nice.
You see there's some cords of wood over near the stove. So
Okay.
it is a wood burning stove, so that was no doubt for the stove.
Anything in the stove? Or on the stove?
Nope.
All right, you guys want to go back in the hallway?
Yeah.
All right,
Yep.
moving into the hallway. So you actually have doors that are like to the north of you,
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
right? So you've got 3 doors, starting from closest to the entrance to the house on down.
Let's turn on the lights out here.
Yep. Okay. So you've lit up the hallway.
What do you guys think?
I'd say the door closest to us. I'd say let's investigate that and then work our way
Yep.
down.
All right. So you are going to open that up and step
Is that-
inside. And this is where you see the side door, as well as this is what would be considered a mud room. So
Yeah.
you have some like overcoats, you've got galoshes, a couple of umbrellas are sitting there as well.
I want to look through the pockets.
Don't
of
find anything.
overcoats.
Yeah, I don't find anything of interest. It looks like 2 adult coats, probably a man and a woman's, and 2 smaller children's coats, as well as shoes, galoshes, shoes, things like that. Looks like, probably a
Everyday
family
stuff.
of 4.
Do we see anything else of interest in here?
I don't know. What are you looking at? One thing you do notice, there are no windows.
All right.
Ooh. Well, we'll turn on the lights in here as well.
Well, I figured you did that walking in, but yeah,
Right.
okay.
What is it along the eastern wall?
I mean, it's just kind of like bric-a-brac kind of stuff. There's, as far as the items, there's nothing that stands out, and it's just like it would be a mud room, or like an entryway where if it was raining out or if it was snow or something like that, you would probably come in rather than coming through the front
The
door.
side door.
You would come through the side door.
Right. Okay.
Speaking of the
Next
door,
one.
does anybody want to actually look at the door?
Now
I
that you
avoid
mention it.
looking at the door completely.
Like that, now that you mention it,
So you see that the door not only has a lock, but there are 4 bolts on the door.
4?
oh,
4.
Okay, that's a little unusual.
I
Some
usually
people are paranoid.
door.
Are they bolted?
Yes.
Oh, well, I guess it's good we didn't try to come in this door.
Yeah. I don't think we would have.
I'm gonna unbolt those bolts.
Okay. So you unbolt the bolts.
Yep.
Now what?
Just in case I wanted to get out fast. Let's try to open the door.
The door does not open.
Yeah, do I know why?
Yeah. You unbolted the bolts. You didn't unlock the lock.
Okay, I unlocked the door.
Now you can open the door.
Okay.
It actually takes a little bit of kind of it's all as if the wood has kind of expanded a little bit, so it is kind of tough to actually open the door, but you do open it.
All right. Just want to make sure there was an extra escape if we needed it.
I understand. So you now have that door unlocked.
All right, I'll close it back. I'm not gonna lock it though.
Okay, so you're gonna leave it unlocked. That's fine.
All right, guys, what's next?
To the next room.
Next room.
Yep, we'll head down the hall to the
Oh,
left.
one thing I should point out in the mud room, you did see a couple of bags of coal.
Oh, so we could light the fireplace in the living room if we wanted to.
It's a stove.
Yes.
Cold
That's-
place.
Yeah, it's not a be in there. All right, so you go into the next room. Are you turning the light on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
There's just a lot. It looks like this is kind of a storage room. So there's some old furniture that's kind of piled up, old wooden furniture. And it looks as if maybe the furniture was being kind of broken apart, maybe to use the wood. So it's kind of a mess in here. But it seems like mainly it's just old furniture.
Hmm.
Are they like the furniture that's like covered in like the sheet?
No.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's just old furniture that's kind of been shoved in here, and you can tell some of it's kind of broken apart, and there's some wood stacked up. So yeah, it looks like maybe somebody was breaking it apart to use the wood.
Hmm. Can we search through it, see if we see anything? Interest? Out
Yeah,
of-
go ahead. Whoever's going to be searching, make a spot hidden roll.
already.
Fail.
Mine was a success.
All right. So, Martha, you're not like poking around, just kind of standing there, which is fine. I'm only
No, I am. I'm
asking.
trying to find the button.
It's under skills.
Well, whenever I click it, it brings up this like little
You double click.
page. Well, yeah, I did that, and then I have to like do it like twice or 3 times. Yeah. It worked.
All right. As you're looking through, you don't see anything really of any interest. It's just kind of how I described it. It's just some old furniture just kind of thrown in here. Some of it's been broken apart. Other items, yeah, there's like wooden chairs, bench, but no, nothing really standing out as being of any special interest.
Okay. All right, let's head down the hall.
To the next room.
All right. Moving on to the next room. All right, turn it on the light.
Yep.
Yep.
So this looks like this is also some sort of a storage room, but this storage room actually contains a couple of children's bicycles. And there's it looks as if just like things that weren't being used, like say like summertime stuff that you would possibly use. There's some chairs in here. There's a what looks to be kind of like a bookcase, but it's closed. Maybe it's kind of like a bureau or dresser. It's actually have boards nailed across it to like close it. So that's what you see. That's to the far east of the
Yep.
room. But once again, this is just kind of yeah. This looks like this was a storage area that would be utilized just to put things that you didn't need
Okay.
or that you only used part of the year. And it's a cupboard that you see. It's boarded closed.
I'll let you
Once
guys.
Is there
again,
anything opening it? Like, is it where like it's loose enough where we could try prying it open if we work together?
well, you have to climb over you move the stuff out of the way because there's stuff in front of it.
Oh, okay.
Guess
Well,
do that first one.
yeah, move the stuff.
Okay. No. Using your bare hands, you would not be able to pull these boards off.
Okay.
That's not to say that with something else you could.
Yeah.
I'm just saying with your bare hands, no.
Is there anything around? Like, can I do a spot hidden for anything that I could try prying it with?
You don't need a spot hidden to look.
can I
Not
just-
really. You would probably need something like a crowbar, a pry bar.
Okay.
This is a storage room, so I mean, I'm assuming that there'd be some sort of tool in there.
Well, this is a storage room.
Grab one of those like broken chair legs. See if you can use one of those.
Beat it.
How would you fit a broken chair leg between a board nailed onto another piece of wood?
I don't know. I thought maybe one of them would be broken off at
At an angle.
an angle.
Nah, I don't
Use
know.
the cross.
Yeah, were any
Yeah,
of those
there you go.
crosses metal?
Yes, but once again, you need a crowbar or a pry bar because you need to slip the thin end
Yeah.
between between the wood of the cupboard and the wood of the boards that are planks, whatever you want to consider them, that are nailed on there.
All right.
Like a screwdriver. I mean, even a screwdriver is not going to work.
Well, let's look through the rest of this room.
So, just to finish up with the cupboard here, you can tell that it's been nailed closed, like with a purpose.
Okay.
Seems so.
As you continue looking around, there's really nothing of great interest. It's once again a storage room. There's some, like I said, there's a couple of children's bikes, a couple of chairs. Looks like the chairs would possibly be something you would put outside on the lawn, you know, sit there on a nice summer day. But this is not like the other storage room, where the other storage room just seems to be like there's just stuff thrown in there. This is where things are kind of put away with a purpose.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just, I mean, you're not running across anything that's going to be jumping out at you.
Well, that's good.
Oh, caught a spider. Then I'd suggest we go to the end of the hall now. The other end of it again, and go
Yeah.
through that. That looks like I imagine stairs.
You imagine there's stairs, eh?
Hmm.
Always a possibility.
You imagined right.
Yep.
Uh,
So, walking down the hallway, you notice that there's stairs going up, and then there's a door. There's a door to the south, stairs going upstairs to the north.
I'd like to proceed upstairs.
All right, so you guys are gonna walk upstairs. All right, so you walk upstairs, and you see there's a hallway, and there are doors along the hallway. There are windows to the north. You also notice that as well. And there's like a door right in front of you.
Say go to the first room.
The one that's right in front of you.
Yeah.
All right, whoops. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of funny. You have to kind of like duck around. You don't see it, but because the camera is actually right in front of me, so I kind of have to duck to see where I'm like revealing.
Oh.
So, as you can see, it is a bathroom. There's a tub. There is a toilet with the water tank above with a chain.
Huh?
So, and of course, there's a sink. There is a what would be considered a medicine cabinet above the sink with the mirror.
Ooh, let's look in the medicine cabinet.
I was about to actually say that.
All right, so
Always good stuff in there.
now you guys in here. Thomas starts taking a bath.
I'm so dirty.
Okay,
Relaxing.
so you do see in the tub that there's actually about an inch, maybe 2 inches of just scuzzy water, and that there's a dripping into the tub. So you can see that it looks like the tub
There
might
is
have been
water.
blocked up. And yes, there's just a little bit of just rank, stagnant water sitting there. Okay, so you're going to look in the medicine cabinet.
Yes.
You find razors, you find toothbrushes, you see some aspirin, things that you would normally probably find in a medicine cabinet.
Huh?
Hey, does the water turn on in the sink?
You turn the spigot, and you can hear like the noise coming through the pipes,
Right.
and then yes, and then finally after a few seconds, you get some just little splashes of water coming out, and then the trickle turns into more of a stream. And it's just brown, mucky water that, as the water runs, it becomes clearer.
Excellent. All right. Hey, is there anything in the
No good.
toilet?
No, it's dried out.
Interesting. Okay.
Come on.
We keep going?
Yes.
Onward.
Excellent.
All right, moving to the next room.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, so this is a bedroom. It's in a bit of disarray. It appears this is a spare bedroom that may not have actually been used. So there's a bed frame sitting there, a pretty heavy wooden bed frame, and there's also a bureau, and of course you see there's the window to the south. But for the most part, this room's pretty damn empty.
Like to search around and what I can.
Okay, what are you looking at?
What's a bureau? Because you said they're like.
It's like dressers.
Okay, that's what I thought. I'd like to search through those then.
It's the FBI, the Bureau.
Yes.
Although I think at this time it's the Bureau of Investigation.
Investigation.
Yeah, it's not the FBI. It's just the BI. There's nothing in these drawers. They are empty.
Okay. Anybody else like to search anything?
Mm,
Do you see anything about the bed frame?
It is just an old, very. I mean, if you try to pick it up, you'd probably need two people. Well, yeah, probably two people to pick it up. It's really old. It looks old.
Gotcha. All right. Let's look out the window.
You do see the building that's next door. I mean, it's not like right on top of it, but as you look at the window, you notice that the window is nailed shut.
Oh.
Oh, interesting. Huh. Okay, that's foreboding. Let's go to the next room.
All right. On to the next room. This looks like a children's room. There are two beds. There are two dressers. Bureaus, dressers, it doesn't matter. Same thing. There are some toys scattered across the floor. So it looks like this is the bedroom for a boy's bedroom, because there's cutout like magazine covers featuring cowboys that are taped to the wall. A children's room. You do also notice that there are pictures of Christ, Virgin Mary, also up on the walls.
Oh.
Lurches.
I want to play with some of the toys.
All right. There's like a race car, a big race car.
Vroom!
All right. So you're playing with the toys.
Whee! Just trying to get a feel for, for the house.
So Mark and Martha see Thomas sit down in the middle of the room and start playing with the toys.
It's a whack job.
I can hear you,
I'm just pointing that out, right?
I'd like to go through the dressers
Okay.
in this room, and look under the beds as well.
All right. So looking in the dressers, you see they're filled with clothes for a small boy, for small boys, I guess we'll say. Socks, underwear, short pants, the whole routine. Looking under the bed, you notice there are some toys that seem to have rolled under the bed. Other than that, nothing of great interest.
Okay.
Is that a big stuffed animal in the southeast corner?
Yes, it's a big teddy bear.
That's my style.
It's a big Theodore Roosevelt bear.
I will cease my playing with the toys.
Okay.
Next room.
All right.
Yeah.
The other room. This is what looks to be the master bedroom. So there is a large bed, which would normally sleep 2 people. Some kind of like side tables. There's a couple of dressers. You do notice there is a lot of crosses, crucifixes laying around the room. There are images on every wall of Catholic iconography.
Is the window nails shut here too?
Yes.
I would like to go through the nightstands.
You'd like to what?
To go through the nightstands next to the bed.
All right. So you do see there's a Bible sitting right there on the one side table, bed stand, whatever you want to consider it.
Is that a bookshelf along the wall next to the window?
No, that is just a shelf. It's got some geek-ahs on it, you know, some knickknacks. Also, a small statue of the Virgin Mary.
Are those things next to the crosses? Are those candles?
Yes.
Okay.
Do the lights work in here?
I don't know.
Turn 'em
What do
on.
you do? Turn it on. Okay, lights come on. See, these rooms have windows, so they're better lit than when you were downstairs looking in the storage rooms that don't have any window.
Anything under the bed?
There's a monster.
Just a lot of dust. Keep in mind, there's just dust all throughout this house.
Right. Anything under the covers?
You pull back the covers and you see a bed with a sheet on it.
Oh, Brady.
What's that? Is that a dresser to the
Yeah.
west?
Yep.
Go through
So-
that.
Okay, so going through, there's actually 2 dressers here. If you want to go through those, one is filled with men's clothes, look like work clothes, and then the other is filled with women's clothes. Probably you would probably think maybe just a stay-at-home wife. They don't use the term like homemaker back then, but because most women stayed home, most married women did not work. They stayed home and cooked and cleaned and took care of the kids. That's why it's so amazing that that here you got the 3 of you exploring this house because women weren't allowed out of the house. Just
Makes sense.
I'm joking. But no, nothing outside of all the religious items in that, nothing really seems that strange or out of place.
I was gonna leaf through the Bible.
Okay, so you're taking a peek at the Bible.
Yeah.
You do see some passages have been underlined, but that looks more like that's probably somebody kind of really kind of like trying to mark off passages that maybe they like. You notice that some of the pages have been kind of dog-eared so that they can be found quickly. So
Okay. Is there a name on the inside cover?
no, there is not. It's not like you would have a big family Bible. You know, back
Right.
in the day, you would have a Bible that was handed down, and you'd actually have everybody's descendants written down on the front cover. There'd be almost like a family tree. This is just a Bible that you would probably just be able to go buy in any bookstore. Nothing stands out about it.
All right.
I'd like to, as we've kind of gone through the house, my thought is check the outside, like the surroundings.
Okay.
Should we talk to the spirits soon? Or
We
okay.
still have that one door on the first floor, which I assume
true.
leads to the basement.
Pull that one back up.
So you're heading back downstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, so you're heading back downstairs. So the other door, you're going to open that door up?
Yes.
Yeah.
And there are stairs leading down. It is pitch black.
Not scary.
I mean, you can see only a few feet in front of you, and then it's just all darkness.
I think it's time for our flashlights.
Yes.
Or turn a light on.
Is there a light switch?
Or
Yes,
that
there is.
works.
All right. Turn on a light switch.
The light does not work. The
All
lights
right,
do not.
flashlights.
The lights do not come on.
Yep. Flashlights, and we're going to go down the stairs.
Okay, so you turn the flashlights on, and you can see that these stairs are kind of falling apart.
Ah.
Oh.
So it may actually be risky to walk down these stairs.
We have to try going one at a time.
Can we go carefully down, one at a time?
All right, who's going down first?
I will.
I would say the lightest one of us.
All right.
Walk on the edges, though. You know?
Noted.
Okay, so Martha starts, she gets down a couple of steps, and all of a sudden you hear this loud bang upstairs.
Upstairs?
Yep, above you.
Upstairs.
Almost as if somebody has, like, for an example, maybe they picked up like one of the bureaus and dropped it. I mean, it is really loud.
Jeez.
Uh,
I mean,
Martha,
somebody.
come back up. Come back up real quick.
Okay.
Well, she's only
Running,
actually
not
taken
really.
like a step onto like the first step or two.
Want to run upstairs?
All right, are you all running upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm gonna carefully go over there.
I'm going to carefully
Or I
run up
make
the
somebody else
stairs. The loud crash that you had heard sounded like it came almost directly above you.
Okay.
So look in the bathroom.
Okay, so you guys are going into the bathroom. Is everybody going in to the bathroom?
Yes.
Yep.
It looks pretty much the same as when you left.
Nothing
I'd
could
say
have
check
crashed.
Nothing seems like out of order or anything like that. I mean, it looks like nothing's out of place from when you left, when you walked out before.
Above us, huh? Let's check that first room.
Spare bedroom.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you all going in?
Yes.
All right. So all of you walk in, and nothing seems to be out of place here either.
Okay.
Wait, do you guys see that?
See
The
what?
window.
See
Do
what?
you see the woman at the window?
No.
You don't see anything. Mark and Martha, you don't see anything at the window.
Oh, okay.
He's doing
So the blood kind of drains from my face, and I say, "There's a woman standing in front of the window. She's gone.
Oh.
There's a woman standing in front of the window. It was. Oh my God! It was a ghost."
I'd like to rush to the window and look
No, she
around
said,
it.
"Don't go by the window."
Okay.
Okay.
She was waving her arms like this.
All right. So
Um,
what's everybody doing?
Well, I was gonna go to the window until I was told. to.
I guess question Thomas. What happened?
Yeah, what'd she look like?
She was wearing a black dress. She had curly ringlets for hair. She was wearing a
Okay.
cross. Uh, she was young. I don't remember much else.
Suddenly, the door slams closed.
Behind us?
Yes.
Oh, geez.
Bro.
I'd like to go see if I
Ah.
can open the door.
You cannot.
Ask Thomas if he sees anything else around us now.
Not at the moment. This is not good. All right.
No.
I'm going to look out the window.
Okay. As you start walking towards the window, you notice that on the floor, all of a sudden, a pool of blood, what looks like it could be blood, starts actually pooling in front of the window. And the window frame, the window itself, the panes of glass in the window actually seem to be almost like they're vibrating. You can actually hear them.
I'm going to back away
Back
from
away
it.
from the window.
Yeah.
Right, so you're all
Can I
backing
ram
away from the window.
I'm afraid
Can
it's
I
going
ram
to shatter
myself?
and send glass through all of us like bullets. Does it keep going?
Yeah, it's kind of like vibrate. It actually gets a little stronger. It's like rattling.
Oh.
Let's. Can we multiple people try to open the door?
You can try. Who's trying?
I'd say Thomas.
All of us?
Well,
That
all of you
works
aren't
too.
going to be able to fit in front of the door to pull on it, but the two men
They're
are
the
going
two
to
strongest.
yank on it.
Yeah.
Door will not budge, and the window stops vibrating.
Is the blood
Thank
still
you.
pooled underneath it?
No, it's starting to fade away.
Oh, we're all delusional.
I'm going to tentatively step towards the window again.
Stepping towards the window. You do see that this window is nailed shut.
Oh,
All right, so you're stepping up towards the window. What's anybody else doing?
I'll examine the window as well.
which way does the door opens into the room, right?
Yep. Door
All right, then.
opens in.
I'll just slam
That's
me
not
if
helpful.
it doesn't work.
All right, so Martha and Thomas are walking over. They're at the window. And what is Mark doing?
I might as well
Trying to
follow.
figure out the door.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you can't squeeze 3 people in front of the window, so you're just walking over there,
Yeah.
kind of like peek over their shoulders if you can.
Yeah.
All right, everybody make a spot hidden. All right, so we've got Thomas with a success, Martha with a success, and we also have Mark with a success. So everybody got a success. The heavy bed frame starts flying towards Thomas and Martha. It lifts up
Oh.
and it's heading directly towards them.
I'm gonna try to fling
like to
myself
roll
to
for
the side.
I'm gonna duck,
Okay, you're gonna duck or
just fall to the ground.
okay,
I don't know.
or are you gonna try to dodge out of the way?
Oh yeah, go for
I'll
it.
dodge.
Dodge it.
Well, that's what I'm asking. I mean, are you gonna try to duck? Because ducking in that split second, I don't know. That thing might actually hit you, smash you up against the wall below the window. All right, Mark, you are not in its path.
Oh, cool.
It's not mad
And
at
this,
you.
I mean, this just happens in a split second. You're like, what the
Yeah.
hell? Like you see like a movement out of the corner of your eye, and all of a sudden you see this bed frame heading right towards Thomas and Martha. All right, so I need Thomas and Martha to roll dodge.
Nope.
All right, both of you fail. So
Yep.
the bed frame actually smashes into you through the window. So you're both flying out the smashed window.
Oh.
Mark, what are you doing? As you see the bed frame hit them, and you see them being they're being kind of blasted out the window because it's a fairly
I'd like
large
to run
window.
to them. Is there
Okay.
any way that I'd be able to run in time to maybe like grab onto one of them, or?
Can I like run over so I can get smashed out the window too?
Well, I don't.
No, I know. I'm kidding. Okay, so what I will allow you to do is you make a dodge roll.
Okay. Let's see what
Okay,
that says.
now remember, you can push your roll.
Yeah, but
But it's-
that's right.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Well, this one, no. You guys wouldn't be able to push that roll.
Okay.
So I just roll again, and then if it's another failure, then I get a punishment.
Well, yes, and then something bad's going to happen to you. You don't have to push your roll because your dodge is only 33%.
Nah, I won't push it.
Okay. So, Thomas and Martha, you are being knocked out of the window. So the glass shatters. You're falling out. You can tell. You did notice that there's actually kind of like
A roof.
an overhang, right? There's a roof here that slopes down. So I will have you both make luck rolls. which is luck is up in the like first page of your character sheet. Ay, ay, ay.
Rough.
Okay. So, Thomas, you go out the window, the glass is shattering. Martha is flying out alongside of you,
Bye.
and you're able to kind of just wildly, as you're flailing your arms, you're able to kind of latch onto the roof, the tiles on the roof. Martha, on the other hand, is actually rolling down the roof and off the roof onto the ground.
Can I try to grab her before she goes over?
I will give you a dodge roll. Let's say we'll do a dodge roll for that. Okay, now keep in mind you can push it.
I'm gonna push it.
All right,
Yay.
go ahead, push it.
I'm sorry, Martha, you're doomed.
Actually, you grab onto her.
And we
But-
both go over.
Right, the momentum actually pulls you off as well, and you both fall off the roof onto the ground. Thomas,
I'm
you take 5 points of damage.
Oh,
In fact, you
when you only have 14.
you feel the bone in your left arm crack.
Oh,
Ah.
good.
Oh, good.
Martha, luckily, you're able to kind of break your fall.
By landing
And-
on me?
Yes,
Oh man.
by landing on Thomas, and you're just kind of bruised up.
Okay.
You don't have any glass. You don't have any glass stuck in you, Thomas. You've got a few pieces of glass stuck in your hands and a piece of glass in your chin. But Martha, you're pretty much in one piece. You lose 1 point.
I can live with that.
Oh. Well, that hurt.
All right, so
At least the side door is open.
yeah, Mark, what are you doing? You're at
I'd
the
like
window
to,
and you don't see them. They're gone. They've rolled off the roof.
yeah. I'd run out of the house then. Well, is
All right.
that door locked still? Like, I'd like to check to see if the door is still locked.
All right, so you walk up, you pull the door open.
Okay, I'd like to run downstairs and exit the house to them.
Okay.
I think my arm is broken.
So you run
Could
you run
I
out.
try to
I'll
use...
say, are you gonna run through the one sec? Are you gonna just run through the mudroom and around the building? Yeah, okay. Just asking. Okay. So you Mark comes around the corner and you see Thomas laying on the ground. It looks like his left arm is bent at a strange angle. And Martha's kind of like brushing like broken glass off herself. Looking remarkably fresh for having flown through a window and falling down off of a roof. All right, go ahead. Martha, what were you doing?
I was gonna see if I could use some of my first aid skills to help Thomas.
There you go. So basically, are you going to try to set the break in his arm? Kind of just, you know. Okay. Right. So, what you would need is you'd need something to use kind of as a splint.
Well, we have wood. Is there any pieces that are straight enough? That we
You could send somebody back into the house. Yeah. I mean, there's like little pieces of wood in the storage room
Mhm.
that were, I mean, they're, just kind of broken apart. So yeah, you could probably use that as a splint.
Mark, you want to go try to find some?
Yeah.
All right. So Marcos runs back in, goes into the room, grabs a few pieces of wood, comes running back out, and you can use them. Somebody's probably gonna have to tear like a shirt or something like that so you can tie it.
We could get some of the old clothes that are in the home
Okay.
from the past residents.
All right, so there you go. So you send Mark back into the house, and he comes
Your
running
daily
back out,
exercise.
and he's a little bit out of breath, and he just throws you one of the shirts from the kid's bedroom. All right, now you're gonna make a first aid roll. Nope.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay, so you
God,
can
that hurts.
no, not yet. You could push your roll if you want, but keeping in mind, if you fail, you will probably cause more harm.
Break them a little more.
I mean, it's the arm's not completely shattered or anything like that,
Not yet, at least.
but Thomas can feel that yes, the arm is probably broken.
Nah, I don't think I'll push it. I feel like I'm probably gonna roll too low.
No, that's okay. Well, you have splinted his arm. It's just a successful first aid would have actually given him some hit points back, but it's fine. It's okay. All right, so Thomas, what are you doing? Saying that you're having a hard time using your left arm.
Wow, this wasn't good.
Are you gonna make a sling?
Well, I'll ask if they could try to make me a sling.
Yeah, they can make a sling out of what's
can
left of the
attempt.
shirt. I mean, all it basically is a piece of fabric going around your shoulder and your arm. So yes, you're able to concoct a sling.
All right. Well, at least it was my left arm. This is gonna cost extra though.
Oh, great.
Well, I'm gonna have a few more expenses, as you can see. Oh,
Okay, now what? What do you want to do now?
I guess I'm willing to keep going for now.
Are you sure? Okay.
Well,
And I guess
I mean,
towards the
for
base.
the first time, I've seen something that I've never seen before in my life.
True.
I mean, sure, communicating with spirits is one thing, but seeing them in front of you, it's just,
A little more scary.
it's mind-boggling.
All right, so
Well, do you guys
are you
encourage
deciding
going to the
you're
basement?
gonna stay?
Yeah.
Okay, so where to now?
We got a basement to check out.
All right, so you're heading back over to the basement. Who's taking the lead here? Is it gonna be Martha again?
Sure.
I guess, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, just let the woman go first, man. Like women and
We're
children
expendable.
first.
It's fine.
Women and children first. It's just like the Titanic. Okay, so as you step onto the stairs, are you like flashing your light down ahead of you?
Yeah, I'm Trying to see where I'm
Okay.
going.
Okay. So you start making your way down, and I need you to roll percentile dice. So the 1 to 100s.
Or yep.
And I need you to look at your character sheet. You're going to take a look at either your dexterity or your climb. All right. So roll the percentile dice. Holy cow. All right. So as you start stepping down the stairs start to give way underneath you.
That makes a little sense.
Right. But it almost feels as if the stairs moved. As if they moved
Not sure if
underneath
I
your
like
feet.
that.
I will have you make a dodge roll.
I'm good.
Fantastic rolls continue. So
Oh yeah.
We're doomed.
you fall down the stairs.
Why do you let women do anything?
So you fall down the stairs, and Thomas and Mark see you fall down the stairs, and of course, your flashlight goes flying out of your hand,
Flying around.
and you will actually take 4 points of damage.
Jeez.
Dang.
And make a luck roll, please. Hooray!
Well, at least that did something.
It's a critical success. So as you went flying down the stairs, the one thing that you were able to do is you were able to save the flashlight from being smashed.
Totally being destroyed.
So you are now laying at the foot of the stairs, and your flashlight is providing a beam of light into the basement.
Yay.
Gentlemen, what are you doing?
Watching.
Well, so if the stairs have fall, like, is enough where we could still go down stepwise, like.
Well, I don't
Just
know.
jump.
You need to use your flashlight.
I'd like to use my flashlight and look.
Okay, so you can see the stairs are still stairs. It's not as if a portion of the stairs collapsed or anything like that.
Oh,
I'm
I
just
see.
clumsy.
Interesting.
But they are, you can tell they are in disrepair.
Well, I'd like
I
to
am-
slowly go down.
And I'm going to sit on my butt.
Are you going to go back
Done
upstairs and
making
play with the
things.
toys?
What?
Are you going to go back upstairs and play with the toys?
I'm going to slide down the stairs one by one on my butt.
Okay,
That is
actually,
pretty clever.
I should point out, let me jump back here. From when you guys
Gonna get
flew out the
splinters.
window, I need everybody to make a sanity roll. Sorry about that, I forgot.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. I forgot I was saying too.
Oh, I failed mine.
Okay.
Mine's not doing anything.
Got to double click it.
Don't
Don't
do max. Press current.
Press what?
Is C versus sanity max and current? Press current, not max.
Right.
Oh,
There you
Yeah.
go. Ka-ching, now you're rolling great.
Right.
Okay, so Thomas, you were like, oh my god. So you lose a point of sanity. Martha, you lose a point of sanity.
Do I take it out of current?
Yep.
correct.
And Mark, you failed. You're going to lose 2. So you subtract that from current sanity. So your sanity should be 64.
Okay.
Okay, Thomas, I need another sanity roll
Okay.
for what you think you saw upstairs. Ching, there you go. All right, that's no loss.
Didn't bug me at all.
My
Oh, you
bad,
thought
didn't mean to press
no, no, that's it. Oh, you lose 10 points of sanity now.
I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of the sanity. It won't let me. Do I just? Oh wait.
You got to
I
click
just
into
clicked on it and typed in the new number.
right.
Okay. See, I was trying to click it to do like erase it or anything, but it wasn't letting me. But I see now. Okay.
Yep. All right. So we had Mark making his way down the stairs. All right. And at the bottom of the stairs, Martha is just kind of huddled on the ground, kind of almost like rocking herself, almost like in a fetal position at the foot of the stairs.
Okay.
All right. So Mark, you're gonna make your way down. Same thing. I need you to roll percentile dice. You're gonna compare it to either. Well, it's obviously gonna be your dexterity. All right, you're able to make your way down to the bottom of the stairs.
Okay.
Thomas, what are you doing?
I'm going down on my butt, like I said.
Oh, I thought you were just sitting on your butt. Mark can actually probably give you a hand coming down the stairs since he was able to do it himself.
All right, cool.
Are you going to do that, Mark?
Yeah.
Okay. Elliott, you're going to roll at a +1 bonus and just do a dexterity because I'm sure your dexterity is higher than your climb.
Yeah.
All right. So you're also at the bottom of the stairs. So you've made your way into the basement.
Can I talk to Martha and try to psychology her back to the current world?
That is not psychology. That is psychoanalysis.
Damn.
And that actually, that's treatment. All right. So you're at the bottom of the stairs.
Do you see him?
So Martha's just kind of mumbling to herself and just kind of rocking, kind of like almost like she's laying there on her side in kind of a fetal position, just kind of like rocking herself a little bit. Gentlemen, are you just staring at her or what?
Mark, talk to her.
Okay, what are you gonna say?
It's okay. Are you hurt? Like, just generally ask her, like, what can I do to help?
Well, you can see she's hurt.
Yeah.
That she just went, falling down
Yeah,
these
okay.
stairs. Thomas?
Try to see if I can do a first aid.
All right, go ahead.
Damn.
Ah. It's up to you if you want to push it. Keeping in mind, if you push it, you could do more harm than good.
I only got a 30, so.
Okay.
Got any first aid?
It seems like Martha begins to return to her senses.
Okay.
Hmm.
Your words of comfort seem to have kind of brought her out of the almost like a catatonic state. So you are in a very dark basement. Is everybody going to turn their flashlights on?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You notice there's actually more stuff down here than what you see. There's just a lot of stuff all scattered around, a lot of tools, pipes. If you probably have to look around from where you're at to kind of explore it a little bit further. You do see there's almost like it seems like there's a work table, which is right near you.
Can I roll for a spot hidden?
Are you going to be looking around through the?
Yeah, I'm just gonna like rummage through the stuff that's there.
Okay.
Bench.
Right. What's going on? There we go. I'm just trying to make sure that you stupid thing. Come on. There we go. Trying to make sure that you like I show you what's what. Okay. All right. So Mark, where are you going? What are you doing?
I was gonna look around, rummage through stuff, look at the workbench.
Okay. Well, so are you going to the workbench? Are you rummaging through stuff?
I'll rummage through stuff first.
Okay, so you're kind of walking around. Martha, what are you gonna do?
I guess I'll just get up and try to look around as well.
All right. Looking around, and Thomas, what are you gonna do?
I want to check out the workbench.
All right, you're gonna check out the workbench. Okay, so the workbench has some tools on it: screwdrivers, wrenches, and nothing, really stands out. It's although, to be very honest with you, this basement area is a mess. There's a trash can. There's a trash can lid. You see pipes, broken pieces of wood. There's a crowbar laying there. There's, like I said, some pipes.
Crowbar.
It's just a bunch of junk. But it's all like, it's all scattered all over the place. It's a big mess.
Well, we have a crowbar now.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd like to take
Sure.
that crowbar.
All right,
I'm
so
a
you're
little
taking
nervous about prying that thing open now at this point.
okay,
Yeah.
so you're taking the crowbar.
Definitely.
Okay, so keep in mind, if you want, you can do spot hidden. That's
I'll
I
do
mean,
that.
you can do spot hiddens. I'm just saying, you're just kind of like looking around, flashing the lights around. This is kind of what you see.
I'll do one on
Can
the
I do spot
workbench.
hidden?
Okay, so all right, so what is that background noise I'm hearing? Is somebody eating chips or something?
No.
That's just
I mean-
Lexi's mic moving because she's just using earbuds.
Oh, okay. I was gonna
Not
say
really
because
moving though.
it's almost like this crunching sound we get quite a bit. Yeah, that's
that.
it. Yep. Okay. So let's go with workbench guy. So Thomas is looking through the workbench, spot hidden.
Nope.
Okay.
Ew.
And Martha, you're kind of like sorting through everything. All right, didn't run across it. Remember, you can push these spot hidden rolls too. All right, so you were pushing it.
I'm pushing mine.
All right, so hang on. We've still got Mark needs to make a. Oh no, you failed yours too. I see.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so
failed, yeah.
Thomas, you want to push it?
Shh, push it. 8.
You don't see anything other than you're like feeling under the workbench and kind of looking to see if is there like a hidden compartment or anything. You don't find anything.
Okay. Martha, Mark.
I'm not pushing mine.
No.
All right, now you do see that there is a door to the northeast.
Dory.
I'd like to go and explore that.
I'll follow.
All right, so you're walking on over there.
I'm gonna grab this big pipe wrench here on the ground.
All right, so you're picking up a big pipe wrench there. That's next to the garbage can lid. So you're gonna open this door up.
Yeah, is there
Yeah.
anything under the garbage can lid by any chance?
I don't know. You gotta lift up the garbage can lid.
Lift it up real quick.
There is floor underneath the garbage can lid.
Ah, just as I suspected.
All right, so you open the door, and this appears to be where coal would be delivered. It's a storage room, and it's like the coal room. So there is actually a coal chute, which has been nailed closed.
Oh. Can we use the crowbar?
Carefully examine the floor in here.
Okay.
Well, we know that there is a body buried in this basement, right?
Correct.
True.
There should be some sign of a grave somewhere, like an indent in the earth. I would think.
Well,
Yeah.
it is
So I'm kind of looking for something like that.
okay. How are you going to do that?
Flashlight.
What?
Hidden
What?
flashlight.
I was gonna say, what possible skill do you think you would maybe utilize? Now, are you only doing that in this room? So, okay, so this room isn't really big, but
I would do like the whole basement.
okay, well, first off, are you doing a spot hidden in this room?
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
everybody make spot hidden roll.
Bam.
It's
And a
funny,
fail.
you guys have to change up your colors of dice. Yes.
How do I do that?
I'm trying to remember. It's one of the options because it's like everybody's dice are black. So I like I could kind of take a peek before I see if before it pops up. So Martha failed. Thomas was a success with spot hidden. You don't see anything really out of the ordinary, except as you look closer, it appears that there's more animal droppings throughout this room. So what you thought may have just been little pieces of coal that had kind of broken off and was laying there. It actually turns out it's animal spoor.
Oh.
Animal dropping.
Yep, animal droppings. Once again, from probably a fairly small animal.
That's weird. In this locked off room.
I might go through the walls.
Yeah.
Can we do the same thing in the other room?
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
So roll
right,
another
so
spot
w-
hidden.
Yeah, we're gonna assume you're kind of like scattered around. Everybody's kind of like going around through doing their own like little sections, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody make spot hidden rolls. So you're basically just kind of scouring the ground.
And a success.
All right.
Sure.
Get it?
So Mark has a success. No one's seeing anything where it looks like there's any kind of like indentation or an area that's kind of sunken down here. But Mark found a knife.
That's it. Just the knife. Okay. Wasn't sure if there's gonna be more after that.
But that's what the knife looks like. As you're
Okay,
shining your flashlight on it.
Can we roll an occult?
First of all, I do want to point out, looks like that's maybe rust on the blade. There's something like maybe it's rust, something dried on the blade.
Okay.
Yeah, if you guys want to make occult rolls, that's fine.
Oh.
Woo! I won.
Aha! Critical success. You don't. Thomas can't really point out what like deity or anything, what kind of religion might use this, but it looks as if this would be a knife that would be used in some sort of a ritual.
Ritual.
Ah. Can I use my medicine skill to see if this looks like blood? Dried blood?
Yeah, I would say that's okay. You can do that. So you're all kind of gathered around it. Everybody's got their flashlights kind of pointed down at this knife. Right? I mean, you're all kind of gathered around looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of setting the
Looking what this
scene.
mysterious thing is.
Right, so you're all down there in like this pitch black basement. Go ahead, roll your medicine. In fact, you know what? I'll give you a bonus on that if you want.
That would be
And-
nice because my medicine is 1.
Oh, well then no, you get nothing.
What?
Well, does anybody have higher medicine?
No. At least not for me.
How about if I
Yes, I do.
How about if I just allow you to make idea rolls?
That works.
That's a little better. Knowing how my rolls have been going so far.
11.
Where's idea? There
Yeah,
we go. Okay.
Yep. Okay. Wow. Everybody got
Jeez.
extreme successes.
Oh. 3 extreme successes.
So you're looking at the blade and you're kind of feeling what this is, and you would be hard pressed to think that it's nothing more than dried blood. It's not rust, because rust would actually come off the blade. You would have like the rust ate into the metal. It's not.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And suddenly the knife lurches out of your hand, Mark.
Great.
You had to go and touch it.
I'm sorry. It just like flings out of my hand, or does it like?
It just jerked right out of your hand. As if
Did
it
it
was
go in his, like-
as if it was yanked out of your hand.
Jeez.
Is it like going towards like a specific area?
All you know, everybody's flashlights are pointed down at this knife, and the knife goes zwink right out of your hand. So it disappeared into the darkness.
Oh, jeez. This thing could stab any one of us at any time now.
Do we want to find it?
Do we want to find it? I mean, preferably, I'd like to know that it's not going to randomly come out of the wall or something at some point and just stab us.
Okay,
Everybody
remember, like
make,
it's got like a
Everybody make a
mind of its
sanity
own,
roll.
though.
Sanity roll?
Sanity roll. Normally, knives don't fly out of people's hands.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. No sanity loss. You're like, wow, that's weird, but you're not sitting there going like,
Okay.
oh my goodness. So, Mark was talking about how he wanted to make sure that the knife wasn't going to come and like fly around and stab anybody. So how would you do that?
Find it.
How? You're in a pitch black basement with flashlights. So what are you doing?
Spot hidden.
No, I'm
Searching
asking you
for it.
how would you search for it?
Look around for it. I don't.
Right. So you're holding a flashlight in a pitch.
I shine the flashlight around.
Thank you. That's what I'm asking. What are you guys doing? Are you all like, oh my gosh, where is this thing?
Yeah. I'll look around with my flashlight.
Yep.
Okay. Luck rolls, everybody. Everybody.
There it is. Okay. Oh, great.
Okay. So as everybody's like they're just wildly almost, kind of like in a panic, flashing your lights all over the place. You do see that the knife is hovering and it heads right for Martha.
That's great.
Of course. What did I do to you, knife?
Well, look at that. Look at that luck roll there. That's probably
I know.
Okay, so you have the opportunity to try to dodge it.
I'll try to take that.
And I'm also going to try to swing my flashlight and knock it out of the way.
Okay.
Wow, okay.
I yeet.
All right, so unable to
So-
dodge. Elliott, I will give you. Wow, you're not going to have much of a chance here to knock that out of the air as it's like zipping its way through the air. Go ahead, roll percentile. Let's see what you roll.
60.
All right, so you take a wild swing with the flashlight as if the flashlight is your weapon to try to almost like parry the blade as it's flying towards Martha, and you miss, and the knife slashes across Martha's arm, doing 1 point of damage. And zips off into the dark.
I would like to grab that lid of the trash can.
Shield.
Okay, so you're jumping to go grab the trash can. Or that.
The lid, yeah.
Yep. All right, so you're running over there. Mark, what are you doing?
I kind of want to I don't want to go back into that other room. Kind of just use the door as a shield.
So you're going into the other room and closing the door.
Yeah.
That's how you would use a door as a shield. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm going to take the door off its hinges. Gonna carry the
Run to the
door.
workbench, grab a screwdriver.
All of a sudden you hear this dog barking outside.
Sorry.
All right, I'm asking Mark. Mark, what are you doing?
Oh, no, that's what I meant. I'm going to the room.
All right, so you're running into the room and closing the door.
Yeah.
Okay. Martha, you've been like slashed with this blade. What are you trying to do?
Would I be able to use my health on myself? Bills?
To be honest with you, you've got this floating knife zipping around. Probably would not be stopping to try to like, oh, well, can I kind of bandage this up? Because if you do, you'll probably get that knife in your gut.
I think I'll just go to the room with Mark.
Okay,
The
well,
knife's
Mark,
not
Mark has
located
run
up.
into the room and closed the door. So you're going to start running towards the door?
Sure.
All right. Let's have. So, Thomas, you've got a trash can lid. Are you using that almost like a shield?
That is my plan, and I'm holding my flashlight in my sling hand with the shield in the other. Unless it would work better the other way.
Probably not, because you don't have much use for that left arm.
Exactly.
So if you're going to use that trash can lid as like to try to block the blade,
Yes.
then you're going to want to have it in your right hand.
All right.
All right. Let's have Martha and Thomas roll luck. By the way, what are you doing with your flashlights at this point in time?
I'd say just be looking around, being cautious.
Well, are you being cautious or are you running for the door of that room? Because you can't do both.
Well, I guess I'd just be running towards the room.
Okay, so, but I mean, you got the flashlight in front of you, so you're looking at where you're running. You're
Well,
not
I need
just...
to see where I'm going, yeah.
Exactly, right. Thomas, I need a luck roll.
Me?
Yeah, you're Thomas.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Really lucky.
Well, you both have extreme successes.
Wow, we both rolled 8s.
Yes.
Nice.
All right. So I will have you both roll luck again.
Oh, that's so nice.
All right. So Thomas, as I mean, are you like scanning the basement with your light? Like, where the hell is this thing?
Yes.
Okay. So you see as Martha is scrambling to the other room, you see the knife, you catch a glint of the knife and it's flat, it's like heading right at her again.
Do I have time to run towards it and try to push it towards the wall or deflect it? Or do I only have time to like just throw the thing I'm holding?
I would say that you would have the ability to maybe leap with the trash can lid out, like, you know, trying to use that as a shield.
Yes.
Okay. So we will have you do Okay, so Thomas, let's have you roll just your brawl.
Brawl.
Yep.
Here we go. Yes.
All right. Wow. So Martha's focused on getting into that room. So she doesn't actually see the knife coming towards her. You leap and you're able to block the knife and send it skittering off into the dark. So it
Sweet.
clangs off the garbage can lid and off into the darkness it goes.
I want to immediately see if I can find it again with the flashlight.
Okay, so you're actually laying on the ground.
Yeah, I'll have to.
Martha
I'll
gets
find
gets to the door of the room. Mark, what are you doing?
Open the door, letting her in.
How do you know she's coming?
Well, I'm pretty sure I'd be yelling.
Well, you got to tell me. You're yelling.
No, but yeah.
You have to tell me what you guys are doing. So basically, what it appears to be is that that Mark panicked, ran off to the other room, slammed the door shut, leaving Martha and I'm telling you, this is what it would look like, leaving Martha and Thomas to deal with this flying knife.
Louis!
So Martha goes racing off to try to get in the room too, with the door being closed. Now, as far as I understand, Mark does not possess X-ray vision to be able to see through the door to see what's going on. He just hears a bunch of commotion going on in the other room. So Martha is now at the door. Thomas is sprawled out on the ground after deflecting the knife that was flying right at Martha, and he was able to deflect it away. That set the scene pretty well for everybody?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so Martha, what are you doing?
I'm asking Mark to open the door.
Are you asking or are you banging on the door and yelling at him to open the flipping door?
Yeah, that one.
It's like, knock, knock. Excuse me, would you mind opening the door here? As this crazed magical knife is flying around trying to stab us. All right, so you're banging on the door. Let me in! Mark, let me in! Mark, what are you doing?
Letting her in.
Okay, so you're opening the door.
Yeah.
Thomas, you were looking around to see if you could spot the knife.
Yes.
Okay. Make a luck roll. Except I'm going to make this hard. To make a hard luck roll. So click on the HRD button first and then roll luck. Pretty sure that's how it works. You hear a growling. You don't see it. As you're, quickly scanning around with the flashlight.
I want to push it.
Okay. No, actually, you can't. You cannot push luck. You can't push a luck roll.
Oh, yeah, okay. Makes sense.
Okay.
Then keeping that in mind, I'm going to retreat to the northeast corner so that I have the corner to my back while
Hey.
keeping an eye in front of me with my shield,
Your trash can lid,
my trash can lid,
right?
so that I can be in that corner, northwest corner, I should say.
Okay.
And scanning the area in front of me, looking for this knife.
Okay.
Hoping it just got skittered onto the ground and I could just pick it up.
All right. So Mark opens the door. Martha runs into the other room. And are you slamming the door shut?
I guess, yeah. If Thomas isn't coming in.
I'm
So,
asking
yeah,
you. You can't,
slamming the door
can't go,
shut.
yeah, I guess. You got to tell me, what are you doing?
Slamming the door shut.
Okay, so you're slamming the door shut. All right, Thomas, as you're scanning around with your flashlight, make a luck roll, another hard luck roll.
Jesus.
Nope.
Well, guess there's a knife.
All right, so coming at you from the east, just in a blink of an eye, you see the knife flash out, and it's heading right towards you.
Can I deflect it?
You can do that. You can either try to parry it, or you can dodge out of the way.
Is there a parry skill?
It's I mean, it just have you use your brawl. So whichever is higher is what you want to do.
Yeah, my brawl is 45, so
Okay. So you're gonna try to use that can to deflect it.
ha!
All right, so you deflect it, and it just kind of just misses your head, and you see it just like clunk into the wooden wall right behind you to the west.
Can I drop my lid and try to grab it really fast?
Well, so that's what you're gonna try to do. You're gonna try to grab it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thomas is going to be grabbing that. Mark and Martha, you hear the commotion in the other room. So should I assume you're hunkering down in here?
I'm thinking about going out and trying to help.
All right. So what's happened here is Lexi's internet has dropped. So we really don't have time to continue this adventure for another weekend. So Martha has fainted dead away. So there we have it. So Thomas was going to try to grab for the knife that's stuck in the wooden wall, and Mark was deciding what they were going to be doing. So what are you doing, Mark?
I was going to exit the room and go help Thomas.
All right, so you step out and you're flashing your flashlight around, and you see that Thomas is standing in the corner, and it looks like he's reaching for something. All right, so Thomas grabs onto the knife. So the knife is stuck in the wall.
Yeah.
So what are you doing?
Pull it out of the wall.
Pulling it out of the wall. All
and
right,
hold on to it.
Well, you've only got one hand.
I know.
So you've dropped your trash can lid.
Right.
All right. I'm going to have you make a strength roll. Because you feel it's jerking around. It's jerking around in your hand. All right. So it's actually kind of pulling you around.
Okay.
So, Mark, what are you doing? You see Thomas has his good hand wrapped around the hilt of the knife, and it's like yanking him around.
I'm going to go over there and grab onto it, help him gain control of it.
All right. So now, Thomas, make you do a +1 bonus strength. All right, and the two of you are like both trying to control this knife, and suddenly it's as if whatever mystical force was controlling it stops.
Okay.
Excellent.
So you have this knife in your hand.
Nice.
So
I don't know what to do with it.
well, what are you guys gonna? Oh, make listen rolls, both of you guys sitting there at the wall.
Whoa! I hear everything for 3 miles.
There you go. So, Thomas, you hear like something scurrying around behind the wall.
Behind the wall, eh?
Yep.
Can I stab the knife right where I think it's scurrying? Into the wall?
No, but I will allow you to make an idea roll.
Made it.
It could be rats.
The rats that are pooping everywhere. They're just evil, then.
All right. So, is anybody going to go check to see what's up with Martha?
Yeah. I'm gonna go to the room, check on her.
All right. She's conscious, but she's just staring off into like the void. Like
Yeah,
her
great.
mind is trying to comprehend what's been going on with this flying knife that slashed her arm.
Damn. Seen it happen 100 times.
I mean, do you want to take her upstairs, or
Yeah.
I think we should.
as opposed to just leaving her right in the?
The coal
Here,
pit?
right. You stay in the coal chute here.
Let's try to-
All right.
Gently escort her upstairs.
Okay. So we'll have you guys go upstairs. Where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna put her?
Just on the couch in the living room. Are they,
Okay.
There you
All
go.
right. So anything else that you want to do while you're upstairs?
Well, we're taking that crowbar with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're taking the crowbar and Martha. And you're gonna head upstairs.
Yep.
Oh.
Guessing
All
I need
right.
to close this. That.
All right. So
I
you put
can't
her.
see the. I can't see the first floor.
How about
There you
now?
go. Yep.
Okay. So you're going in that room that had the cupboard that was boarded up.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So seeing that Mark has both hands, wouldn't you think that you should probably give him
Yeah.
the crowbar?
I agree. Although I am going to pull out my revolver and have it ready.
All right. So, Mark, you find that Thomas is carrying a gun.
Alrighty.
He
That's
reached under his into his jacket and pulled out a gun. Okay, so I will give Mark a click on the +1B and roll your strength. Because You're a big dude. You should be able to like really easily do this. Remember, he's like 6'4". There you go. You're able to pry everything apart and get the boards off of the cupboard. And you open it up, and you find that inside the cupboard is actually simply only one thing, and it's some sort of a book. It's a large book.
For a title? Like, does it have anything on it?
No. Does not have anything on it. It's
Or
just
like,
it's just well, yeah, I mean, you probably have to open the book up to see what
Yeah.
it might be.
I'd like to open the book up, see if it's
Okay.
legible.
All right, so if you start paging through it, it looks as if it's a diary.
Okay.
And when you open it up, you do notice that on the front page is written W. Corbitt.
Aha.
Could we read more of it?
Well, what do you want to do? You want to skim through it?
Yes.
Okay, so you can skim through it, and as you read through, you're just like flipping pages, right? You're not sitting there reading the whole thing. So you're just flipping through, and it seems as if in the diary, there's, for one, it's kind of archaic English, and there's notes about different experiments and just kind of just craziness in it. And it's effectively talking about the chapel of contemplation and murdering people. And just, I mean, like I said, you're not reading the whole thing. You're just flipping through and kind of trying to read through some entries in that. So you get the impression that this Corbitt person thought themselves to be some sort of like a wizard. Make a sanity roll. Or Mark, because you're the one looking through it. All right, you're fine. You're like, man, this is so kind of telling Thomas what you're reading. Thomas is kind of like standing there next to you, kind of looking at the book with you. Yes, no, maybe? I'm asking.
Yes. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Okay. So that's pretty much what the book is telling you.
We want to pay special attention to the last couple of entries.
Just taking a look at the last couple entries, reading through that, just seems as if his health is failing, but he will live on. And then that's kind of like the last entry that it's scribbled in that, others might leave the mortal realm, but he will not.
Because he's a rat.
Yep. Because he's a rat.
Scabbers.
So, but you do notice that the last date is just a few days before the obituary that you saw in the paper.
Okay.
So the dates do match up.
Interesting. Hmm.
Um.
All right, what are you guys going to do?
I don't know from here.
I think we gotta dig him up. Dig up his bones. And
He's buried in the
destroy
basement,
them.
right? Or is he just buried?
He was buried in the basement, but we weren't able to like figure out where he was buried.
Yeah.
At least I wasn't, because I looked.
Yeah, you didn't, and I believe you were successful. You didn't find anything that looked like a depression or anything sunken in, anything that would lead you to believe that something had been buried down there. Did you want to go back down in the basement?
No, I was wondering if I could examine the wall over by that white cube on the left side by the stairs.
By the stairs going up or down?
Going up, the big white area.
Oh, that's just
Oh, so there is actually nothing there. Okay.
yeah, that's just something I. Here, hold on. Because, like I said, I have to actually sit here.
Yeah.
Hang on. There.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so because the camera blocks my view
Yeah.
of a certain spot on my screen, that's why it's kind of funny. I'm sure anybody who sees the video, they're gonna be like, "How come he's always kind of like ducking around?" It's like because I'm trying to look around the camera. So I'm sure if I had a second monitor or something like that, then that would alleviate that problem. The only thing is, then I'd like constantly be looking off to the side somewhere. So, but yeah, it's just I didn't clear that out. So you've seen everything down here on the first floor. You've seen everything on the second floor. So there isn't anything hidden as far as the rooms that you were looking in. Like, so if there's anything that doesn't have a marking, like it wasn't marked off, like it's like a fog of war box, that's a mistake. So
Gotcha. We should head back down to the basement then.
Yeah.
all right, you guys are heading back down to the basement. There you go, back in the basement. And well, as you're heading down, both of you make a dexterity roll, but do it with a bonus. So +1 B and then dexterity, because you've made your way past these steps already. So, all right. Okay. So you guys are able to kind of tiptoe your way around the stairs. All right. So what are you doing here in the basement?
I want a spot hidden along the walls.
Okay. So you're going to do spot hiddens along the walls.
I would like to do the same.
All right. You're doing the same too. All right. Roll your spot hiddens.
Success.
Okay, so as you're looking closely at the walls, so the walls are wooden. They're like wooden boards.
Yeah.
So I would say like paneling, but I don't think they really had paneling back in the day. But that's what it's sort of like. And you notice that along the western wall, you can see that because you're kind of like pushing some of this junk out of the way. You can see there are some holes where you could see possibly like a rodent could come in and out. And you guys want to make a listen roll?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. So you don't hear anything out of the ordinary, but you can see that the western wall, as opposed to the other walls, you don't see anything. You can see like parts where the wood has been chewed, but there's no like holes where anything could like get through.
Okay.
Could we use the? Mark, do you think you use the crowbar?
Pry the wall.
Pry some of these boards open.
Yeah. Guessing roll strength for that.
No, what you would probably do, because now remember, you got stuff down here like pipes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You might want to try to like see if the wall is hollow.
Okay.
Might like bang on that.
Yeah.
Say like bang on it and then bang on one of the other walls to kind of get an idea if it's there's a different sound.
I will bang on the wall to check to see if it's hollow behind it.
Okay, so what are you banging with?
I'll just knock with my hands, like the.
I mean, this is probably fairly thick wood.
Oh.
You may not, but I mean, if you like smack it with like, say, the crowbar or something.
Yeah, all right. So I'll use the crowbar then.
Okay, so you smack that wall on the west side with the crowbar or a pipe, whatever you want to use, and both of you guys make a listen roll.
Okay.
Ah,
Haha! So for one, banging on this wall and then banging on the other walls, there is a difference in the sound.
Okay.
And when you were banging on this wall to the west, Thomas could hear scurrying behind the wall again.
nice.
As if there's multiple animals kind of climbing over each other, and kind of they ran away.
I'd like to use the crowbar to try to peel some boards off where it's hollow.
We could possibly let 1,000 rats on top of us.
Also true.
Maybe can I go make myself, say, a torch out of some of that broken furniture and a rag?
Yeah, I could say you could. I mean, keeping in mind that Mark has to assist you with all this because, in effect, you really only have the use of one arm.
All right. I suggest before we pry this open, we make ourselves a couple of torches just in case we get attacked by some rats, and maybe we can like burn them.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, I do want to point out, when you were banging on the wall,
yeah.
you did hear the scurrying like they were scurrying away.
Away.
Yep.
All right.
But yeah,
We'll just
you
take,
could, yeah,
take
go
a
ahead.
couple of minutes to do that, and then maybe Mark, you could see if you can pry that open.
All right, so a few minutes go by, you come back downstairs, and you have Thomas is holding a homemade torch, which I figure you could find matches upstairs to light it.
Right.
And you hear a dog barking mysteriously in the distance.
No, that was a frog.
Oh, it was a frog.
Yeah,
So
it's a tree frog.
So you heard a frog barking in the distance.
I know, it does sound like a dog, though.
Okay, so Thomas has a lit torch.
Yep.
And I assume you've shoved the flashlight in your pocket or something?
Yeah.
Okay, so, and Mark, you would probably have a better time trying to like punch a hole in the wall and try to like tear it apart that way.
Okay.
Okay, so you do, and takes a few minutes, but you're able to actually you see that there's actually a crawl space.
Huh?
So there's you tear through the wall and there's another wall on the other side. So as the torchlight is you've pulled away parts of the wooden wall and see that there's another wall exposed.
So there's a crawl space we can like crawl through.
No, there's just a little. There's a space between. There's a spacer between the walls,
Interesting.
as if the wall you're just tearing through is like a fake wall,
A false wall. Okay.
blocking you from the other wall. So now you see there's another wall.
All right. What is in that space? Can we look?
Yeah, you're like flashing the torch in there. It's you see a bunch of like rat droppings, some skeletons of rats, skeletons of birds.
Does it lead anywhere? Can we get into the
No,
space?
it's a space. Like if you went into an old house and you punched a hole in the wall, that's where the insulation would be.
Right.
Yeah, that kind of space. It's not like like you can't fit a person in there.
I see.
So, but you see, there's another wall.
Oh, mark tap on that one. See if it sounds hollow.
Yeah. Just bust through that one.
All right, so you're banging on it.
Yeah.
Sounds hollow.
I had to bust through it.
Both of you make idea rolls. All right, both of you succeed. So one thing that you suddenly strikes you is, for a house the size of this is an awfully small basement. If this was just the whole basement,
Yeah.
Right. That is definitely obvious.
now it is.
Well, I mean, comparing this floor to the other floors,
Yep, exactly.
there's like half of the house is missing.
Right, exactly. So what are you gonna do? Are you tearing away the wood on the first wall so you have enough room to like
Yeah.
walk through?
Yes.
Can we make a spot? Can I make a spot hidden first to see if I see like a hidden door or latch somewhere?
Yeah, go ahead. You do not see anything.
Okay.
Now, one thing that's interesting is there is no insulation in this wall.
Gotcha. So something that was just allowed to roam free through the insulation. Through the wall.
Right. All right, so are you going to start breaking down the other wall?
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
I'll cover him.
Ah!
Somebody being murdered on this.
Suddenly this hellhound jumps out.
There's dogs back there.
All right, so you're able to break open the other wall, smashing through it. It takes some time, and the torchlight shows you that yes, there's another room in here.
All right. Let's go in.
So,
Can you hear me?
jeez. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear your
Stop.
dogs too. We brought dogs with us to chase the rats away. All right, so as you enter, there's a kind of a odd smell in the air. It almost reminds you of rotten corn.
Oh.
Rotten corn.
Rotten corn. Are you moving further into the room?
Yes. I'd like to progress.
Yes.
All right. So you see there's something in the center of the room. It almost looks like what would maybe be called like a funeral beard. and you see
Okay.
there's a body on it.
Oh.
Ha, Walter.
Now, this is from your torch and the flashlight. You can see there's something sitting there, like laying on it.
On Walter? I mean, on the body?
No, I'm talking about you see a body laying there
Gotcha.
on this like platform.
What do you want to do, Mark?
I'd like to go up to the body and investigate it.
Okay, so you're starting to move closer. What are you and Thomas, what are you doing?
I'm covering him.
Okay, so you've got your gun out covering him,
Yep.
and as Mark gets closer, all of a sudden you hear like these almost like popping and snapping noises. Almost as if like twigs breaking. And you see the thing that's laying on this surface sits up. And it's not human. It's not. Well, I'll tell you this. It looks like that.
Alrighty.
Okay.
And it's almost like the popping and snapping sounds are like the joints, the thing's joints as it's moving, like it hasn't moved in years.
Can I throw the torch at it?
Can you throw the torch at it? I'm sure you can throw the torch at it.
I mean, can I light it on fire? Is the beer something that's flammable?
No, it looks
Okay.
like it's stone.
Oh, gotcha. All right, yeah, I'm gonna throw the torch at it, and then have my gun ready.
All right. Here we go. All right, so all right. So you're throwing your torch at it, and Mark, what are you doing?
I'd like to pull out my .45 automatic.
So Thomas, you see that Mark's carrying a gun.
Ah, good to know.
Okay. Thomas, roll your throw.
Whoa, Lord!
Whoa! All right. So
What a horrible time for that to happen.
so you actually throw the torch and accidentally hit Mark with the torch,
Oh, great.
and it just clanks off him and falls to the ground and starts sputtering out.
All right.
So Mark has pulled his gun and he's got his flashlight. I need you guys to make a sanity roll, please.
Yes.
All right. Both of you lose a point of sanity.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay. In the shock of seeing this thing sit up, you're like, oh! And Mark drops his gun, and Thomas stumbles backward and falls directly on your ass.
Oh, good. So we're like the Two Stooges now.
Like Abbott and Costello meet the mummy.
Yeah. All right. So, who's got? Tell me your luck rolls or your luck skills, I should say.
78.
66.
All right. All of a sudden, Mark's mind begins to cloud, and he hears a voice say, "Kill him." And now you just want to kill Thomas.
Oh.
So I need Mark to roll POW.
Oh, sure, you do that good.
So this voice in your head tells you to kill Thomas, but you're able to fight that down.
Oh, sweet. Woo. Sorry, I thought that was bad.
And the thing is starting to move off of the stone that it's on.
Is it? Can I get up?
Yeah.
Can I dive and try to grab this necklace that it's wearing and rip it off of it?
Okay, so take a pause here. Remember your clues.
Oh, you know what? We should try using the knife on it.
I could do that. I don't remember our clues though.
Yeah.
All right, so Mark, are you picking up your gun?
Yes.
Okay, so that's what you're gonna do. You're picking that up, and Thomas is getting back up, and the thing is jumping over towards. Well, you know, it's almost like this thing is made out of wood.
Oh.
So it's climbed off the platform here, and it's lurching over towards Mark like it's going to attack him. And it has these long claws. Its nails are like really long. All right. So who's got the higher dexterity out of you guys? What do you guys got?
82.
Yeah, you got the
82?
higher one. Mine's a 66.
Okay, so Thomas is going to go first.
I think I am going to do as Mark suggested and try to plunge the knife into it.
All right. So you move over towards it, and you pull the knife out. Right?
Yes.
Okay. I need you to make a strength roll. Ooh, extreme success. The knife is fighting you.
Ah.
Suddenly the knife, it's something's controlling the knife again, but you're able to hang on. So you can try to stab the thing with the knife. So you're gonna make a brawl roll.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Can I push it?
No, you cannot. But you can spend 26 points of your luck to succeed.
26 points?
Yeah.
I will spend 26 points of my luck.
All right. So spend 26 points of your luck.
What's 78 minus 26?
It's 52.
All right. Did it.
All right. So you plunge the knife into the thing, and its eyes glow even brighter. And its mouth opens up in a silent scream. And it begins to just flake away. Like the years are it's just falling apart into dust.
If he disintegrates, and it was totally worth 26 points of luck.
Yep, he just kind of falls apart and just starts just fading into dust.
Oh, awesome.
So you can
Awesome.
see the rest of the room. There's actually kind of like a small table in the corner. Oh, I should point out that the necklace is sitting there in this pile of dust.
We examine it.
It's like a chain, gold chain, with a jewel almost like in it. I'll bring back. Hang on a sec. Ding. Looks like that. Actually, I should say silver, not gold. So that's what it looks like.
Sweet. Can I roll an occult on it?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Funny.
It's not something that you really recognize.
Well, we hang on to that.
All right, what else are you gonna do?
I'd like to search the room more.
Well, really, there's nothing in here except for. Yes, right. And then, like I said, there's a table, small table sitting in the corner there.
Well, let's examine that table.
All right. So, taking a look at the table, there's just like bottles and beakers and things like that. It's almost like maybe somebody had used this almost like for experimentation. But you also see some papers sitting there. And looking down at them, they look like it could be some sort of a horoscope.
Huh. What does it say?
Yeah.
Like I said, I mean, it looks like it's all like just different symbols and different astrological symbols. This would probably be where you're making the occult roll.
Yeah, I would do that. You have occult, Mark?
Mine is yes. There we go.
Well, we saw.
Okay, you're just glancing down at it.
Yeah.
So are you going to pick these papers up?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, who's picking them up?
We'll have Thomas since he's got the higher occult.
And he's
Sure.
got the one good arm to pick them up with, right?
Yeah.
So you pick the papers up and the papers crumble apart.
Oh, great.
Okay.
They
Yeah.
all break apart.
Easy come.
Easy come, easy go.
Anything else on the table?
Not anything that's really jumping out as being something of value or something of special interest.
Cool, but does the house feel lighter? Do we feel like we've cleansed the house?
No. I mean, it wasn't like you had this like heavy sense outside of Mark getting the sense of foreboding when he opened the door. Nothing, I mean, nothing seems different.
Can we do a spot hidden in this room?
Yeah, you want to search around the room?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Exists.
No, it's really it looks like this was just kind of an area kind of hidden off. So it was kind of closed off to prevent anybody from getting inside.
All right. Well, Mark, I believe that will take care of your problem.
Yeah.
So,
We've
All right.
dispatched the eternal beast from hell. Think I will probably go see if I can get my arm looked at.
all
Yeah.
right. I assume you're going to go get Martha from upstairs and try to get
Yes.
her to a hospital.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. So each of you roll a d6. All right, so you both get 2 points of sanity back.
Yay, I love sanity.
So you have the impression that whatever was behind the haunting is now vanquished.
Nice.
Woo! Success.
So you have this knife, you have this amulet, you have the Latin book, and you also have the diary.
Right. Sweet.
So those will be something that you can explore in the downtime. So
Very good.
so who's taking what? Who's got what?
I'll give you. Okay, you guys take the diary since it's supposedly your house.
Yeah.
Although I'm not
What do
sure
you
how
mean?
you own this house. Since
Yeah.
none of your nobody. We've never found any mention of Thomas Anderson anywhere in anything. But, you had the keys, I guess.
So what are you accusing him of?
I'm not accusing of anything. I'm just a little curious as to why, in all our investigations of this house, and we did a lot of investigation, we didn't find any mention of their uncle owning this house at any point in time. What's up with that, Mark?
I was gonna say, any response to that, Mark?
Yeah. We don't own the house. I'm actually a private investigator.
A private investigator?
Yes. And Martha, she works for.
She's a freelance reporter.
Yeah.
Well, how did you get the keys to the house?
I was asked to investigate the house.
He was hired to investigate the house.
Yeah.
You were hired to investigate the house by who?
The owner of the house.
Yeah.
The owner of the house. Okay. Who's the owner of the house?
Okay, so the real owner of the house, are you like telling him this, Mark?
Yeah.
Okay, so the real owner of the house is named Mr. Knott. And
Mr. Knott?
Mr. Knott, Knott. And Mark Rayburn, not Mark Anderson, Mark Rayburn was hired to investigate the house that's supposedly haunted. And Martha, who is a friend of his and is a freelance reporter, figured she'd come along and possibly get a story out of it that she could sell in the papers. And Mark, is there anything else you were hired to do? I mean, it's might as well come clean.
I was here to investigate you, Thomas.
Me?
Yeah. To see if you were phony or not.
Yep. So Mark was hired by a family out of Chicago who you had swindled out of cash with your phony spiritualist routine. Care to comment about that, Thomas?
I think I have proven my abilities. And then some
Oh,
in
have
this
you
little
now?
quest we've gone through.
All right. Well,
That's what I have to say about that.
so and that's all I got to say about that. Mhm. All right. So the books are going to go to Mark and Martha, and Thomas is keeping the knife. What's going on with the amulet, the pendant?
Wait, I wanted to keep, okay, I would like to keep the Latin book and the amulet. And then if they want to take the knife and the diary, that's okay with me.
That's fine.
All right. So as far as the diary, so are Mark, are you planning to read the diary?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's all we need to know, really. And we know that Thomas can't read Latin. So, all right. So that's going to wrap up the adventure. And let's just kind of rehash this a little bit. So, funny enough, adventure is almost 40 years old. So anybody who's played Call of Cthulhu at some point has played this adventure. It used to be called The Haunted House. And now it's called The Haunting. And it used to be in the rule book for Call of Cthulhu. Now it's in the Quickstart rules. And of course, is he a phony spiritualist? That's not part of the adventure.
Right.
So, got to be honest though, the ending there was kind of anticlimactic. So it was like gonna be this big battle with the Corbitt creature, and it's like, okay, I stabbed him.
I thought it was a good idea. Mark had a good idea, so I went for it.
There you go. He was yelling, "Stab him with the knife! Stab him with the knife!" All right, so there you have it.
It worked.
There you have it. The Haunting.
And we all survived, which is nice.
Yep, you all survived. Kind of banged up a bit, especially Elliott's character. So there you go. There you have it. That is the adventure. There you have the conclusion of The Haunting. Well, hopefully watching that was a little more entertaining than being poked in the eye with a sharp stick. So we're going to continue sharing our live play. We're going to be playing some Traveler very shortly as well. And I think we're probably going to share a 0 episode with that, kind of bouncing that around with the character creation and everything. Try to get everybody together. And we should be joined by my best friend Elliott's son, Brian. That'll be cool as well. Great. Well, thanks for taking time out to watch. I do want to point out, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. And of course, subscribe to the channel. If you do, ring that little bell. It will not only notify you when I upload standalone videos such as this, it'll also tell you when my live show, The Daily Dope, streams Monday through Thursday nights right here on YouTube. So, until next time, be safe, stay smart. Oh, you're still here. Well, if that's the case, by all means, subscribe to the Gaming Gang channel by clicking right here. And of course, if you want to catch up on past episodes of The Daily Dope, check out this playlist. And if you'd like to see what YouTube's recommending you take a peek at from the channel, just give a click right over here. Of course, I'm Jeff McAleer, and once again, thank you very much for watching.